Hello everyone. I haven't done one of these videos in a really long time, but it's a beautiful day. I've started to really enjoy makeup again, and I've spent quite a lot of money recently on some new products. And I thought, you know what, I'm just going to do it. So I've prepped my face with some Beauty Pie eye cream, some hyaluronic acid serum, and some Charlotte Tilbury magic cream. It's a little tester pot. And I'm going to have a play around with this Too Faced Born This Way, the Natural Nudes palette, which is one of the prettiest palettes I've ever seen. Really like gorgeous everyday colours, but can also smoke them out to make them more intense and add a bit of sparkle as well. I'm extra excited because today in the post arrived these some new eyeshadow brushes from Beauty Pie. From my previous videos, you'll know that I'm obsessed with Beauty Pie. All my skincare now is pretty much Beauty Pie, and I've started to try some of their makeup as well. Needed some new eyeshadow brushes, so gonna give them a go. First of all, start with base. So I'm gonna take my trusty Urban Decay Stay Naked. This is in the shade 30NN. It's a little bit dark for me at the moment, but hopefully now spring's coming, I'll get a bit more colour. So I'm just going to add it to my Real Techniques brush. I'm really sorry you can hear the dishwasher in the background. And the sun's just gone in, so even better. Anyway, I'm not going to take a lot. I've got a mirror in front of me so I can see what I'm doing instead of I'm constantly looking in the phone screen. I'm just going to sheer this out. I'm really not looking for full coverage. The good thing about this is that you can really build it up. So I want more of a natural finish. I don't want it to look cakey. I just want it to even out my complexion, but be a little bit more coverage than tinted moisturiser, because I've got hormonal skin at the moment. Quite a lot of breakouts, and I just want to kind of calm down the redness as much as I can without me looking like I've caked myself in makeup. But this is still one of my favourite foundations. I've just been using this. Actually, it's nearly run out. I could probably do with getting another one soon. I've been wearing makeup during lockdown as kind of just an opportunity to just stop and focus on me, and actually zone out for a bit. I think that's why I've been enjoying it a lot more. And obviously with nothing to do, me and Chris have been enjoying a few date nights, so it's been nice to kind of make a bit of an effort and feel a bit more normal and like myself. So I'm just gonna make sure this is all even. Probably looks about right now. Just get it down onto my cheek, onto my neck. Bring that down. And then to cancel out those bags, I'm gonna use this Rimmel Lasting Radiance Concealer. This is in the shade Ivory, shade 10. Just realised I'm doing this in a white jumper, which is quite dangerous, working with concealer and foundation. I'm just gonna, that's quite a lot actually. Didn't mean to put that much on, but hey. And then with another Real Technique brush, I'll show you this. This one, it's got quite a big end, big fluffy end, but the bristles are quite dense. I'm just going to gently, I'm not swiping too much, I'm kind of tapping it in. So the product gets tapped and warmed into the skin gently, as opposed to swiping underneath the eye area. I'm kind of blending it down a little bit. So I'm kind of focusing on the triangle area directly underneath my eye, to brighten up that area, to brighten up the top of my cheekbones. I'm just going to bring it down around my nose as well. Highlight the centre of my nose. And with any excess, just kind of bring it middle of my chin and middle of my forehead. And make sure that's all nicely blended in. Now what I normally like to do is go back in with my finger and just warm the product up to make sure everything's tapped in and blended really nicely and seamlessly into the foundation. I'm trying to keep this under 10 minutes. I don't know whether that's going to happen, but that is my aim nonetheless. Okay, So, base nearly done. I'm just going to take some cream blush in the form of this little Beauty Pie cloud, not Beauty Pie, sorry. What is it? Glossier Cloud Paint. Forgetting everything. It's been such a long time. And you really don't need a lot of this, like it's really pigmented and a little bit goes a long way. Just gonna tap that on. And kind of essentially use it like a blush stroke contour colour. I love it, it's a really nice, fresh, peachy colour. Again, this can be as subtle or as full on as you like. Hopefully you can see the lovely colour that it creates. This one is called Dusk, if anybody's interested. And they do a whole range of colours. Just to give my skin a bit of warmth, bring the colour back to my cheeks. Nothing too heavy. Okay. And then to set everything in, I invested in some Laura Mercier translucent powder. It's very exciting. And it's so fine, you have to be so careful when you use it. So I'm just going to dab a little bit in, take the shine away from my T-zone, set my under eyes a little bit, but not too much. And down my chin. Just a really, really loose dusting. I don't want to cake this on. Just to kind of set the makeup, but also to prevent any shine getting through, because I've got, my skin's on the oilier side, so I need a bit more when it comes to that. Okay. Now, before I kind of chisel away with any bronzing things, I am going to start with my eyeshadow. Just the exciting bit. I haven't actually planned what I'm going to do, so this could be quite fun, but I am going to take my two brushes. So I got a Pro Perfect eyeshadow base for packing on the colour, and a Pro eyeshadow blending brush for making sure all your edges are seamlessly blended out. So I think to start with, I'm going to go into this colour Seashell here. It's kind of a base tone colour. So this is the first time I've tried these brushes, so this is quite exciting. So I guess I might as well use this mirror so I can see what I'm doing at the same time. So it's kind of a lovely, kind of warm, taupey colour. And this eyeshadow brush is really lovely. It's really, really, really soft. And it's quite precise as well. What I was finding with my other brushes is just it wasn't getting any colour near like my lash line. I was like, what's happening? So this is really nice, evenly distributes the pigment, and it's just so soft and fluffy. So I'm just going to keep blending that all across my lid and into the crease slightly, but mostly focusing on my lid. This is kind of a base colour which I'm going to build from, kind of smoke it out slightly, and then add a bit of a sparkle to finish. You see I'm building up the colours here. So these pigments are really nice and buildable and blendable. So just start with a little and then build up. Okay. So I'm quite happy with that. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to go in with my blending brush into a slightly deeper tone. So I think I'm going to go and try, ooh, it's between nude or maple. What am I feeling? I think maple. Sorry, I can't demonstrate. This colour here. So I'm just going to take a little bit on the end of this blending brush and really concentrate it into my crease. Kind of the outer half of my crease, and blend it in. So that's really enhancing my eye socket and defining the shape of my eye. And I'll just slowly build that up, one eye at a time. Sorry, I'm pulling some really ugly faces. Oh dear. I'll never be a full-on Instagram influencer. It's too much like hard work. But anyway, that's starting to look really nice. I'm going to take out just a little bit more just to enhance that even more. Blending really is the key to a good eyeshadow look, and it just takes a little bit of patience, something I don't have lots of. But with eyeshadow, it really, really is worth it. Okay, so now what I'm just going to do, now I'm happy with how that looks, I'm just going to go back in with my other brush, back into the original seashell colour, and just make sure all those harsh edges are blended out. I can hear the birds outside and it just feels like spring. And I can't tell you how it's just transformed my mood. I've just had a gorgeous walk outside and had the afternoon off, and it's just completely lifted my spirits, and it makes me feel like hopeful for the future for a change. Anyway, okay. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with a tiny little brush and go underneath my lower lash line with the darker shade of Maple, because I like to smoke out my under eye as well. Just take a tiny bit and sweep that underneath my lash line. Not a lot, but I just think that really finishes the eyeshadow look. I can do this without poking myself in the eye, that would be ideal. I'm on 12 minutes. Okay, so much for keeping under 10. Okay, I'm not going to rabbit on too much longer. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this absolutely gorgeous sparkling sand colour here. Can you see that? I'm going to take my ring finger, press my finger into it, and just place this in the centre. Actually, no, I'm going to put it all over my lid, even in the inner corner. Just so it catches the light and it's in a very similar tone. Can you see that? That's just giving it an extra something. A bit of shimmer, a bit of glamour, but nothing too heavy. And there's no fallout with these products either. Lovely. Okay, so that's my eyeshadow done. I need to do my brows. So if I can find what I'm looking for, I'm going to use this NYX Professional Makeup Tinted Brow Mascara just to kind of define my unruly eyebrows. So I'm looking down to this mirror here because I can see it more easily. Just to thicken them slightly and to enhance some of the lighter hairs that I have in my arch. Because I really think it's a really, really subtle difference. But it makes that difference. Just a bit of brow product through them. Makes you feel refined at the end of the day. Okay, nearly getting to the exciting bit. But before we do liner, I'm going to take a bit of Beauty Pie bronzer and just define my cheekbones slightly. Don't have the brush I was looking for, so I'm going to take this big brush and just warm up my face slightly with this on the high points of my cheekbones. I don't want to bring it down low because I've only got a small face. Just to warm up the skin and make myself look like I've got a bit of a healthy glow. Tops of my forehead. Nothing extreme. super frizzy hair today. I'm on my jawline. Just subtle. And then this baby. This is the Too Faced liquid eyeliner. It's called Better Than Sex, so quite a statement. But I have to say, it's phenomenal. It just glides out. It's got such a gorgeous point to it, so it's really precise. So I'm going to give myself just a little tiny bit of a winged eyeliner here. Nothing extreme. I'm not brilliant at it, but just to define my eyes a little bit more. So keeping it really close to the lash line. I like to draw the line on my eyelid first. And then just flicking it up slightly. It's so black. It's just amazing. I'm not getting any commission from Too Faced, just before anybody asks. And then the other eye. Again, really pleasant looking faces I'm pulling. Extending it out. And that'll do. Bit messy, but it is what it is. Okay, final steps now. I'm gonna get some of my trusty eyelash curlers. Torture devices, that's what they look like to me. Give them a quick curl, because let's face it, everything's enhanced by having your eyelashes opened a little bit more. And if anybody remembers this mascara from like when we were 16, I thought I'd bring it back into my life, the Maybelline Great Lash. It's so good. It's like jet black, does the job. Don't know what anybody else would need in their life really from a mascara. And it makes me feel nostalgic, so win, win, win. I was thinking about being nostalgic about makeup the other day, and I was remembering that Dream Matte Mousse. Do you remember that you got in the little glass pot? Everyone was obsessed with it, but my God, it wasn't good for your skin. But it wouldn't be fun if we could like go back and buy all those old products that we used to think were amazing when we were just starting out with makeup. Just do my lower lashes, nothing much. Okay. And then I'm going to take my Beauty Pie Shimmer Bar. It's got a bit of blush tone to it as well as a highlighter. Take my big fluffy brush, swipe it, just sweep it over the top of my cheeks. A little bit of some 90s style lip gloss. Just nude. Smells gorgeous. And there we have it. My finished go-to looking well makeup look. Hope you've enjoyed it. And yeah, I'll try and do some more of these in the next few weeks.